Hello and welcome, Cancer. So today we're going to be looking into kind of just whatever comes out, really. This is a timeless reading. So I'm Pisces Intuition. Welcome back to my channel. So Cancer, I'm going to start by taking a Moonology Oracle, and then we're going to take a Chakra Insight Oracle, and then we will get into the Tarot. And again, we're just kind of seeing, what's kind of going on with your situation, hoping whatever comes out kind of offers you some guidance along the way, along your path. So, okay. So, Cancer, and this is the one I kind of kept saying too. So, adjustments are required, third quarter moon. So, all right, Cancer, so that's kind of where we are. So, whatever you've been kind of planning, this could be work, this could be life, this could be a number of situations, but just kind of stay flexible is what this card is saying. Adjustments may be required. So like I said, whatever it is that you have planned or whatever's kind of going on, again, just make sure you're flexible with it because you may need to adjust your plans. All right, so now the next card I'm going to be taking is the Chakra Insight Oracles. Just kind of seeing, again, what comes out here, and then we will get into the tarot. All right. So Cancer. Okay. So Cancer, we actually have two that came out for you. And it's the card of love, which is card number 24. Talks about kindness, benevolence, sharing, and receiving. And then we have card number 2. And this is a card of family, belonging, community, culture, and tribe. So with the card of family, this is talking about like your root chakra. And then the love card, number 24, is talking about your heart chakra. So with this particular family card, it doesn't necessarily mean blood relatives. This could very well mean, just your tribe, friends, family, anybody who you consider part of your tribe. And so this is just kind of telling me, these are maybe areas that, are requiring some adjustments. Maybe you haven't been practicing a lot of, self-love or a lot of, love or sharing or, anything with your family or with your tribe. Maybe you're still in search of your tribe. So again, just be flexible, Cancer. And, definitely, like I said, if there's some adjustments that need to be made in these areas, definitely try to work on that and make those adjustments. All right, so now we're going to be getting into the tarot. And I'm going to be using the Arcanum Tarot. I think this is the one I am feeling for you guys. And again, we're just kind of seeing, what comes out. Like I said, looking for some guidance here. Okay. All right, Cancer. What messages do we have for Cancer? 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 All right, so Cancer, first card that comes out, we have the Three of Cups. The Three of Cups kind of goes back to love and family. Possibly even the adjustments are required for me because the Three of Cups, it's all about celebrating. It's all about, it's like the reunion card. So you could very well be coming into reunion with, some family or with some, members of what you consider your tribe or, coming into reunion or celebrating, with your community. Like I said, definitely practicing love, kindness, sharing, all those things. All right. And then the next two cards that come out is Eight of Pentacles. And then we have Justice. Let's see, what other cards do we have for Cancer? messages for Cancer? Any other messages for Cancer? Any other messages for Cancer? Any other messages for Cancer? Messages for Cancer. Okay. All right. We have the Page of Wands. We have the Six of Cups. We have the Ace of Swords. We have the Three of Swords. And we have the Five of Pentacles. Alright, so I'm going to... Okay, actually, bottom of the deck, we have the Ten of Swords. So I'm going to adjust the view so you guys can see what I'm seeing here. Okay. There we go. Okay, so let's start here. Again, Three of Cups, like I said. That's kind of, that's a celebration, that's reunion. Then we have the Eight of Pentacles, putting in work, really focusing on something, putting extra hours in. Like I said, adjustments are required. So maybe, you've kind of had to adjust things about, like work situation or something, but because you're so focused right now. Then we have the card of Justice, which is, kind of balancing the scales. It's, not being biased about anything, but just, trying to give equal opportunity, just trying to get, equality restored. Here we have the Page of Wands, Six of Cups. Okay, so what I'm kind of gathering from this is, there could have been a very painful ending to a situation, very heartbreaking situation. There could have been a third party, situation here. There is definitely some clarity brought in. Here lately it looks like you've been kind of reminiscing. You've been feeling really isolated, kind of alone, left out in the cold. And so you're really trying to focus on work. You're really kind of just throwing yourself into work to kind of relieve the heartache, to kind of move past the heartache. This is kind of your way of dealing with, the heartbreak, the isolation, the feeling, kind of alone, abandoned. To get out of your head, like I said, you're really kind of just focusing on work. Like I said, you're focusing on, kind of bringing back some kind of balance, because right now things are pretty off balance. Like I said, you are still going through a lot of emotional pain. There's a lot of things kind of, going on with as far as like, heartbreak and, just feeling kind of isolated, like you're going through this alone. And you're kind of reminiscing about the past. Maybe you have kids that, you're kind of trying to, keep a smile on, or, keep going for, because you don't want the kids to see you, hurt like this. But like I said, you're really kind of just throwing yourself into work, trying to focus, there instead of focusing on the pain that you're going through. All right. Now I'm going to use a different deck to kind of clarify, to kind of get a little more here. And it's called the Prisma Visions Tarot. Looks like that. I got this deck from mysticarts.com. Okay. So I'm really getting the sense that, Cancer, you were really betrayed, or you feel very betrayed. You're kind of, like I said, you're really just kind of focused on work. You're trying to regain some balance here. You're kind of, we are in Mercury retrograde, so I mean, that's causing, us to kind of face, things that we've been kind of running from, to kind of face, past hurts, to kind of start that healing process. This is a situation that I feel has kind of been holding you back, that you've been kind of hanging on to because you don't really know how to release it, because you're not really dealing with your feelings, you're not really dealing with the hurt, or the pain, or the confusion, or, the isolation of just feeling alone. You know, you're just kind of throwing yourself into work instead, you know, trying to regain some kind of balance back. You know, you just, really need to find some mental clarity. And, you know, Cancer, I get that, you know, like I said, this situation is just really kind of holding you back. You know, we have the Devil, so you could very well feel kind of bound, you know, to this situation. You know, this could have been a very toxic relationship. Like I said, it could have been third-party relationship. You know, because I do see Three of Swords, you know, Three of Cups. Like I said, you know, you could possibly have a family with this person, or you're just reminiscing about it. You're just, you know, kind of thinking about this past situation. You know, again, bottom of the deck with the first deck we used, was Ten of Swords. You know, next card to come out here, Ten of Swords. So this is telling you there's a very painful ending. You know, you're still going through the heartbreak. You're still feeling very, very betrayed, you know, Cancer. So, like I said, you haven't really been dealing with that. You've just been kind of focusing elsewhere, focusing on other things, trying to keep busy. Like I said, you know, with the Devil here, that tells me this could be a toxic relationship. You know, it tells me that you're still just kind of bound, especially with it being next to the Four of Pentacles, that, you know, you haven't released this relationship. You haven't released this. You know, it's holding you back. You're just still bound to all this kind of hurt, pain, heartache. You know, like I said, betrayal. And you're not moving forward. You're trying to focus elsewhere. But, I mean, I do see, you know, with the Ace of Swords here, you know, a new beginning. I do see you having an aha moment that kind of says, you know, it's time to restore balance. It's time to move forward. You know, it's time, you know, with this Page of Wands, you know, the Page of Wands often brings in some kind of good news or, you know, something. But, I mean, in your situation, it could have been, you know, that's how you found out. Maybe you got some news that was pretty heartbreaking to you. You know, but again, I mean, like I said, Ace of Swords is here. Brand new beginning, you know, mental clarity, you know, like I said, that aha moment of, you know, this is what I needed to hear. This is what I needed to see. I needed to clear my mind. You know, I needed to get out of this Tower moment. You know, Cancer, it appears that, you know, you've had something, like I said, very painful happening, very painful ending. You know, this Tower kind of tore down what was kind of built upon a faulty foundation. You know, maybe this relationship or this situation that you were in, you know, it wasn't going to last. You kind of knew that already. And, you know, we had this huge Tower moment. Things were kind of brought into light. You know, you could have heard something, or, you know, you could have just very well seen something, you know, that just kind of brought everything, you know, into light for you. And so, it's, you know, like I said, a very painful ending for you. I mean, it could have also been like, you know, a marriage ending. You know, perhaps, you know, you feel like you kind of lost your family. And that's why family is here, you know, saying that you can still, you know, have a family. You can still, you know, have that love and everything. You know, that it just needs to kind of be adjusted a little bit. Just because you lost your partner doesn't mean you lost your family. You still have your kids. You can still care for them. You can still figure out a way to co-parent. You know, just because there's a painful ending between you two doesn't mean that the world is going to stop. It doesn't mean that it's over for you, that there's no fresh new beginning for you. Because then the next card that comes out, as I say that, is the Sun. You know, the Sun card, the happiest card in the deck. It's something that, you know, is bringing light onto all of this. So where you've been kind of focused on, you know, just work, trying to get out of, you know, really having to, you know, feel all this pain, or really having to focus on, you know, whatever this Tower moment, you know, it's, because, I mean, it's very unexpected to you. So, you know, we get this Ace of Swords, which is telling me that, you know, you have that mental clarity, like I said, that aha moment, that's something that is finally giving you something to look forward to, you know, fresh new beginning. You know, you've got the, possibly some kind of communication, or something that's just letting you move forward, that's clearing your mind, finally relieving some kind of stresses. Like I said, moving forward onto the Sun card. Like I said, the happiest card in the deck. You know, it's finally time for you to release, to let go to the situation that's been holding you back, that you've been bound to, and move on to happiness. All right. And then we have the Death card. So we need to, you see in this card, it's represented, the skeleton hand is here, holding this little rose, so it's kind of like the phoenix rising from the ashes type of scenario for me. There is beauty in death because there's a rebirth, there's a transformation. All is not lost just because the situation ended. Something new, something fresh, something beautiful is going to come from this. It's going to be, like I said, a major transformation for you. So just adjust along the way, remain flexible, Cancer, and, go into that sun card, go into that happiness, have a positive outlook. No, you can leave it's okay to face your fears. It's okay to face that past, that hurt, and it's okay to, most of all, release it and don't let it hold you back. Don't let it, keep you bound, into feeling isolated, feeling alone. Definitely, like I said, let the past die, let it remain there, and let it, something beautiful grow from this, let it transform and go into that brighter light at the end of light at the end of the tunnel type of situation. So, all right, Cancer, that is what I have for you. Again, this is a timeless reading, so I hope it helps along your journey. And I thank you so very much for watching, and I will see you again soon.